Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a huge haul and meal plan. So this is a specific type of haul because it's a haul to fill your freezer. Up to you, you can watch this and just get some really good meal ideas, meal inspiration, and see the ingredients that go into each meal. Or you can copy me and literally copy all of these meal ideas and stock your freezer for a really affordable price. So everything here you're going to see is from Aldi or our local butchers. I'm personally currently 9 months pregnant and I'm going to be absolutely stocking my freezer full of really delicious, yummy foods because when baby's here, Lawrence and I won't have much time to be making great food to eat. And as long as we get something nutritious in a day, I'll be happy. I'm going to be doing a huge batch cooking session over the next few days, freezing it, getting it ready for when the baby is here imminently, but this doesn't have to be for a pre-pregnancy thing. I mean, it's going to be super helpful if you're pregnant, but it doesn't have to be a pregnancy thing or a new mum and new dad thing. It can just be stock your freezer, have really good food in the freezer if you're a busy person or if you really want to save money on food shopping. Everything here is super duper affordable. Yeah, I'm really excited to get started. Today I'm just going to be running through each meal I have planned, how much that will make. Do subscribe to my channel, you will see that the next few videos are going to be me batch cooking all of this and showing you how it's made. I'm going to make it really easy, simplistic. I'm heavily pregnant, so I don't want anything too complicated. But yeah, really delicious meals, really affordable and good for you type meals as well. Anyway, I feel like that was like a really long rambly intro. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing really, really well. I hope you're excited for today's video. I certainly am excited to get stuck in and doing this. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you do want to see like the batch cooking side of things and the how I make it and how it will be frozen and all of that. So yeah, anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you're excited and let's just go. Got my really rough notes here. I will be putting below in the description box and on my website actual meal plan just with listed ingredients that will go into that meal plan. But this is just a rough idea. So we're going to start here. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is making breakfast burritos. How exciting is that? I've never actually made them before, but I always see people talk about them. They look absolutely flipping delicious. So I'm going to be making them. In terms of breakfast things, we are very much cereal people, or we make some pancakes every now and then, and porridge type people. But a breakfast burrito has everything you need in it, and it's also a bit of a treat. And because it's got lots in it, it's very filling. There's lots of protein in there, iron with the eggs, and just, yeah, they sound great. So I'm going to be preparing all of those and putting them in the freezer. This recipe is going to make 8 to 12 burritos, which is fantastic because that is 8 to 12 meals for Lawrence and I, breakfast, which is great. Okay, so for that, you're going to need 6 sausages. I bought, what are they called? Old Spot sausages from the butchers. I'm going to be making some without sausages just because I personally don't eat that. Or you could get veggie sausages. The mushroom ones from Sainsbury's are the best. Lincolnshire Old Spot ones are really good breakfast type sausages. So these are from the butchers. Aside from the things from the butchers, everything here costs about £50 and we're making several meals for your freezer. So really good affordable stuff. 6 sausages you want to get yourself, good breakfast sausages. You're going to be squeezing them out of the skin. So if you're a bit squeamish about that, you can get sausage meat without the skin, but you're limited on flavour. Some coriander or cilantro. I managed to get loads of coriander yesterday from Aldi for 30% off, which was fantastic because I'm rescuing food that would have been thrown away and it's all going in the freezer anyway. You don't have to have coriander. A lot of people don't like it. I personally love it. Eggs, you're going to need 4 to 6 eggs. I always go for organic, so organic eggs, you don't really have a choice in the sizes because they're organic, but get like medium to large eggs, free range, organic, whatever you want. So I've got a punnet of eggs. Is that what you call a carton of eggs? You want at least 1 bag of tomatoes. I do actually have 2 of these. These are in the Super 6 Aldi veggies this week, so they're a bit cheaper, so get yourself down if you want them. But just get some salad tomatoes, it doesn't need to be anything special. Also want some hash browns or potato, so you can use anything you want. I've got hash browns in the freezer. You can just use diced up potato if you want, or shred your potato like they do in America. They make hash browns by shredding potato and frying it. So just get a couple of potatoes. I personally just break up some hash browns and throw it all in there. Then you want some wraps. I just get the large wraps from Aldi because you want them to be quite sizable, because one wrap will be like a good sized breakfast. So you want a nice big wrap to make this breakfast burrito. Honestly guys, it sounds blooming delicious and I'm really excited to make them. Also, just a side note, Aldi do these, which I also bought yesterday, which are Ziploc bags for your freezer. Get some small ones and also get some large ones, because some of these meals we are going to be marinating some food throughout the week, and you need some large bags. So that's some really interesting breakfast sorted. And obviously, especially if you're pregnant, just have like really easy things in the cupboard, cereals and porridge and stuff like that. And with those, they can be frozen just before the final cook, so you can take them out, cook them, and they'll be fresh. Breakfast burritos apparently last 1 to 2 months in the freezer, so more than enough time. The baby should be here, which scares the living daylights out of me. So the next meal I'm going to be freezing is creamy chicken tikka masala. Indian food in general is one of my favourite cuisines, so I knew like a nice creamy curry would always go down well. I'm going to be batch cooking a nice creamy chicken tikka masala. So I found these actually in the Aldi special buys aisle. They were 45p each. So if you do want to copy me with all this batch cooking, get down to Aldi and buy these. Tikka masala seasoning, which is great because that's all you need really. You need this and just some oil and cream and stuff like that. So get yourself some of these. You can make a veggie one or a chicken one, it's up to you. We're gonna have chicken. So I got 3 of those, 45p each. Also get yourself some tomato puree. Get yourself a couple of tins of chopped tomatoes. You also want some onions. I always get the wonky onions from Aldi because they're super duper cheap. And literally an onion is an onion. Some double cream as well, because that goes in here. And you want some chicken breasts. Now the chicken I do actually buy from Aldi. We think it's fine from Aldi. I get the large pack. So this will actually make about 4 to 6 meals, like good hearty meals. And then obviously when we come to just cook it in, when you take it out of the freezer and cook it in the saucepan, we can add some rice to the meal. Also on top of that, I did buy these, which are new in Aldi. And they are naan wraps. So instead of having it with rice one day, we can chop up some coriander, some onion, some red onion, maybe some pickles, anything, and have it as like an Indian style wrap. I'm going to be breaking this meal up into 3 big bags, I'd say, and each big bag would feed me, and it's more than enough. I thought just changing up and one day having the tikka masala in a wrap would make things interesting. Again, so easy, just taking it out of the freezer, warming it up, and hey presto, you've got a really nice meal. This meal can last up to 3 months in your freezer, so yeah, fantastic in my opinion. Also with things like that, you'll need like some garlic, olive oil, things like that. I haven't included that. We'll see that in the batch cooking video, and that's stuff that I class as like cupboard things anyway. So the next meal we're going to be batch freezing and batch cooking is lime and lemon chicken. So it's going to be 2 different types of meals. I'm going to be making lime chicken, so lime garlic chicken. You can add chilies to it. So first thing I did get was 2 big packs of chicken thighs with the skin and bone. I'm going to be breaking it up into 6, and then you serve this with rice and salad. You shouldn't really freeze rice, it gives you a bad tummy. So rice, just always cook on the day. You can get really easy like boil in the bag style rice things, which I think we have in the cupboard. So 2 big chicken pots. Then we also have lots of garlic goes into that. So I got some garlic from Aldi yesterday anyway, and a bag of limes, and also another bag of fresh coriander. Then the only other change you make with the lemon style is swap out the limes for the lemon. It's a really delicious, easy meal to make. I highly recommend it. So you're going to need lots of coriander for that, lots of garlic, chicken, and you can get some fresh chilies and just cut them up and also put them in there. So I'm going to be putting some chilies in as well. We've got some in our freezer. So that is a really, really easy, very rewarding meal. So another huge part of our batch cooking is actually going to be with beef. So I bought 5 pounds of beef from our local butchers. So £2 of beef is going to be making burgers. So we're going to be batch making burgers without cooking them, put them in the freezer, and then when we want a beef burger, we don't have it too often, which is great because they tend to last quite a while in the freezer. But £2 of beef mince, and we normally get 15% fat just because it has more flavour. It makes 8 burgers, which is a good amount, isn't it? That's 8 burgers, that's 4 different meals for Lawrence and I to eat at the same time. So that's like will last us a month of Fridays, because burgers we normally have them like Friday night. So we're going to be making £2 worth of burgers. All you need is beef mince, a bit of salt and pepper. That's literally all you need. Just shape them into burgers. I've got a burger press, which I'll link down below. Shape them into burgers, separate them via parchment in the freezer, freeze them, throw them in the frying pan when you want them. Easy and done. I'm also going to be putting burger buns in the freezer just so we don't have to pop out and get stuff. Also got another like £3-ish worth of beef mince, which we're going to be turning into a huge chili con carne. With the chili con carne, it's going to be doubling up. We can have chili con carne and, you know, chips with it, as in tortilla chips, as we normally do, and a bit of cheese on top. And then also a lot of that chili con carne we'll make into enchiladas, which we need some more wraps for. We'll use more wraps for, and some cheese on the top. So enchiladas and chili con carne is going to be made from the chili con carne mix. So we need about £3 worth of beef mince, loads of kidney beans, some onion, and then we need some cupboard stuff like olive oil, Worcester sauce, things like that, just to make it nice, deep, rich and velvety. Sometimes Lawrence puts a bit of coffee powder in there, and it makes it really, really nice. We'll just make that entire chili, let it cool completely, and then freeze it straight away. That's a slow cooker meal, so it's so easy to make, very, very low maintenance. And we also need lots more coriander for that. I'll put up a picture of our enchiladas that we made the other day. So many people sent back messages like they wanted a recipe, so you're going to get a recipe now. We also need some limes for that as well. So that's all covered, which is fantastic. Next meal we're going to be batch making and freezing is pie filling. We're not going to be making the entire pie because pastry we don't tend to bother making from scratch. We just buy like what's it, filo paste, just roll, or whatever Aldi sell or Tesco sell. We'll just buy some pastry on the day that we want the pie. But we're going to be making the filling, so it's going to be a chicken, leek and mushroom pie. So you need 1 whole punnet of mushrooms, 2 bags of leeks. This pie makes at least 4 large meals. So you need 2 bags of leeks that I got from Aldi, and one of them has 3 large in and one of them has 4 skinnier ones in. So you want about 5 to 8 leeks. Chicken fillets, you need at least 4. So I've got those sitting in the fridge right now. Cut that up. Double cream for the pie as well. And yeah, punnet of mushrooms and some onions. And then you're going to need some olive oil, black pepper, things like that. Again, super duper easy. Really, really easy. Just to note, I've also put a block of cheese here just because the cheese is going to go in various things, like especially on top of the chili con carne and enchiladas and stuff like that. So that's also included in the price. We are also going to be making and batch cooking and freezing mushroom soup. Soups are a really easy go-to type of lunch meal. Mushroom soup is my preferred soup. We always just buy tinned tomato soup because you can't beat tinned tomato soup, but something like mushroom soup has to be homemade and it's so easy. I also make this really easy mushroom lemon tagliatelle, which lots of people have been making. I included it in my slow cooker video last year, which I'll link down below. But we're going to be freezing lots of mushroom soups because it will make a really easy go-to way of getting lots of vitamin D in us and just a bit of nutrition when we're going to be lacking in sleep. Mushroom soup's really, really easy. You just need 2 large punnets of mushrooms. We're going to need some fresh double cream again. We're going to need some more onions and some cracked black pepper and a bit of garlic and things like that. You'll see us making it in the batch cooking video. And then we also need to be making another chicken dish. So you want another punnet of chicken or box of chicken, what would I call it? You need at least four chicken breasts again, which we do actually have in the freezer, and I'm going to be making my barbecue slow pulled chicken dinner, and again, that's a slow cooker meal. It's really easy to make. Lots of you guys have made it, and all it is served with some wraps or some pita breads, and then also a side salad. Then also just grabbed things like some more strong bread flour. We've got lots of this in the cupboard now because Lawrence makes all of our bread. He's very good at it, and he's going to be making some bread and freezing it. And things like having pitas sat in the freezer is such a fantastic idea, just because when you've made all of these meals, quite a lot of them just will match with pita. So if you can't be bothered to make rice for the lime chicken dinner, you can make some pitas and have chicken and pita, and it's a really delicious, easy alternative. So I'd recommend also getting some pita breads, some spare wraps and things like that, and just throwing it in the freezer because you cannot go wrong. It's kind of the basis of what meals you're going to be seeing in all of the batch cooking videos that are coming up. Hopefully I get it all batch cooked, frozen and ready before the baby's here. Really hope you enjoyed today's video and you found it useful. I'll see you again really soon, where we're going to be cooking this all together, and it's going to be really hard for me not to eat it as I go along, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be strong. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I hope you're all well, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye!
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.